Okay, picture this. You wake up, grab your coffee, check your analytics, and your website's traffic has just completely flatlined. Years of hard work just gone. Overnight. It sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, it's a very real risk when you're doing a full-scale website migration. But it absolutely 100% does not have to be that way. Today, we're going to give you the mission plan, the playbook, to navigate this high-stakes operation and make sure you come out on top.
So, maybe you're getting ready to hit that big red button on a new domain or a slick site redesign, maybe a whole new CMS. I know that feeling. It's this mix of excitement and, let's be honest, pure terror. You're thinking, this is going to be amazing, but also, please don't let me break everything we've built.
And you know what? That fear is completely justified. A migration that goes wrong can be an absolute catastrophe for your organic traffic. We're talking about wiping out years of hard-won search engine rankings literally overnight. But here's the good news, and it's really good news. It's entirely avoidable.
All right, let's gear up. The secret to turning this whole high-risk thing into a smooth, successful launch? It's all about having a rock-solid plan. We're breaking it down into a really clear three-phase mission. First, the pre-launch blueprint. Second, technical execution. And third, post-launch monitoring. Let's get into it.
First up, Phase 1, the pre-launch blueprint. This right here is where the real work happens. Seriously, your success isn't decided on launch day. It's forged in the weeks, maybe even months of careful planning you do beforehand. You got to think of this as your first and most important line of defense.
So, your first task is to gather your mission intel. And what that means is a full-blown SEO audit of your current site. You need to benchmark everything: your keyword rankings, your organic traffic, and all the nitty-gritty tech stuff like how Google is crawling your pages. Why? Well, because you can't possibly measure success if you don't know where you started from, right? This data becomes your definitive baseline.
Next up, and honestly, I cannot stress this enough, is URL mapping. This is probably the single most critical piece of the whole puzzle. It's basically like filing a certified change of address form with Google for every single one of your important pages. It tells the search engines exactly where to send all that valuable link equity, the authority you've built up over years, on the new site.
And here's a simple look at what that map looks like. See how each old URL on the left is paired up, one-to-one, with a new URL in the middle? Perfect. And that third column, the redirect type, that 301 is the magic number. It tells Google, hey, this move is permanent. Please pass all that delicious SEO value over to this new location.
Okay, the final step in your pre-launch blueprint. Take a complete snapshot of your old site. I'm talking a full crawl and a backup of all the key on-page stuff. Titles, meta descriptions, headings, the works. This isn't just for sentimental reasons. This is your secret weapon for checking everything after you go live.
All right, we've got our meticulous plan in hand. It is time to move to Phase 2, technical execution. This is where the rubber meets the road, people. It's go live time, and precision is the name of the game. Let's dive in.
The first order of business is to actually implement that URL map we just created. Those 301 redirects need to be in place. But, and this is a big but, you absolutely cannot just flip a switch and hope for the best. The crucial, non-negotiable step here is to test them relentlessly in a staging environment before the new site ever sees the light of day. Test, test, and then test again. At the same time, you've got to make sure all those little details of your on-page SEO are preserved. This checklist is your safety net. Are the meta titles right? Did the structured data get transferred? Are internal links, hraylang tags, the ones that tell Google about different language versions, and your robots.txt file, which gives crawlers instructions, are they all updated and working like they should?
Finally, you have to check your performance. A beautiful new site is totally useless if it's as slow as a turtle. You have to make sure the new design doesn't cause any performance regressions. We're talking about your core web vitals here, those key metrics that measure how fast your pages load and how stable they feel to users. A faster site is a better site, for both people and for SEO, so you cannot afford to take a step backward here.
And now, for the final and maybe the most critical phase, post-launch monitoring. The new site is live. Maybe you've popped the champagne. But guess what? The mission is far from over. This is the period of intense vigilance where you watch, you measure, and you react to make sure the launch is a true success.
Now, what's so interesting about this slide is the sheer urgency it shows. Look at this timeline. Within the very first hour, you are verifying that redirects are live and working. By the end of day 1, new sitemaps are in Google's hands.
And for the next couple of weeks, you are on high alert, monitoring rankings and indexing every single day, just hunting for any little anomaly.
Your directive in this phase is simple. It's absolute. Hunt and fix. Any 404 errors, any broken links, any weird redirect loops that pop up, those are not tasks for next week's to-do list. No, they are red alert emergencies that need to be fixed immediately before they can cause any lasting damage.
Now, there's one last crucial element that ties this whole three-phase mission together, and that's the command center, communication. Without clear, constant communication, even the most brilliant technical plan can just fall apart at the seams.
So this is your communication toolkit. You need pre-launch risk assessments to get everybody on the same page about what's at stake. You need shared checklists to keep your SEO, developer, and product teams in perfect sync. And you absolutely need post-launch impact reports to show the results of all your hard work to leadership and the rest of the company.
So when you boil it all down, the crucial point is summarized perfectly right here. A migration isn't some single terrifying event you just have to survive. It's a phased project that you manage with precision and care. With heavy prep, technical safeguards, and rigorous quality assurance, you don't just avoid disaster, you actually set your site up for long-term SEO success.
By following this playbook, you can turn a moment that feels really high stakes into a huge strategic victory. Which really leaves just one question to think about. Is your team's next mission set up for this kind of success?